Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good afternoon. DCS world enthusiasts from around the world, welcome back to the second day of the thrilling ARCCO Week 3. I'm your host, Fath. Will be your guide for today's matches in yet again in the crucial second half of group stage battle. We are all set to dive into another exciting day of aerial battle, and we would like to extend our gratitude to our sponsors who make this event possible. A special thanks to Eagle Dynamics, TagView, and Fox 3 Minute Solution for their unwavering support in bringing this event to you. Not to forget, there is a newsletter issued by Eagle Dynamics last time. Thank you for a shout out. Without further ado, let's jump right into the action packed matches lineup for today. So, our first match features two formidable teams, Sunja Squadron and Phoenix Task Force Sharpshooters. Sunja Squadron from South Korea is flying high after their victory against Jalaban last week, and they are all set to take on the Sharpshooters from Pakistan, who are looking for redemption after their loss to God Torpedo. It's going to be an intense showdown in the virtual skies. So, looks like we are having Ox and Rabu from Suja Squadron, as well as Apex and Rogue in Phoenix Task Force 18 sharpshooters. So let's jump right into it. So we are looking at the Sunja Squadron. So they are both flying the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Both Rabu and Infinite is flying the Falcon from Sanaki Koki. So we are already in the midst of preparation. We have less than 6 minutes on the clock now. So let's check out the opposing team, which is the sharpshooters. We have Scope and Rogue. So we are looking at Scope flying the F-16 F-16 Fighting Eagle, and Rogue on the JF-17. So look at Scope right now. He is loading in his missiles. If I'm seeing correctly, not yet. And we are looking at their liveries now. All right. So heading to Rogue, flying the JF-17. So yeah, if I recalculate, they should have SD-10s and PL-5 on their loadout. So I'm I think it's gonna be four SD-10s and two PL-5s. SD-10s is MRAM equivalent, which is a Fox 3, and PL-5 is Sidewinder equivalent, Fox 2 missile. It's a infrared guided missile compared to the active radar Fox 3. So he is loading in the external tanks. Yep, two pairs of SD-10. These are quite formidable missiles, quite dangerous, high on energy and high on speed. And we have PL-5 on the tip. So looking at scope, okay, I'm looking at two sidewinders and two pairs of MRAMs. So we have four total of MRAMs and two M9X sidewinder, as well as three external tanks. So let's look back to the Sunja Squadron. So both are flying the F-16. We cannot see the loadout yet. So this will be the second match for both teams. So whereas Sunja Squadron had a win against the Jalaban last week, meanwhile PTF Sharpshooters lost against God Torpedo. So Sharpshooters has something to redeem on this match against the South Korean this time to get back their place in the group. I'm not seeing any missiles yet, no any liveries for Sunja Squadron. We have less than 3 minutes, almost 2 minutes, 2 minutes remaining on the clock for prep time. So we should see some missiles on the pylons any moment now. So both team starting from airbase which is closer to the bullseye. The distance should be 61 from baseline and 65 from Senaki Koki. Okay, we finally see some missiles on the pylons, especially on Ox. We are not seeing any yet from Ralbu. Okay, looking at an asymmetrical loadout from Ox here. We have one Sidewinder and then 5 MRAMs. Same goes with Ralbu. We have one Sidewinder and 5 MRAMs. So 5 Fox 3 for each of them and one Sidewinders for each of them. So we have 30 seconds left on the clock, so they shall get ready soon enough. Just for reminder, they are not allowed to enter the runway. Okay, scope just stopped short before entering the baseline runway of runway 28. Rogue is following behind. Looks like a digital livery for scope here. All right, preparation time is up. The pilots are allowed to take off now. Let the match begin. Oh, 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 up, up, up. Oh, oh, what's going on? He looks fine though. He looks fine, despite that quite an horrific accident. Oh, had a big lag. I see. Oh yeah, this team had a ping problem apparently. So he had a big lag and he is asking for the marshal if he can reslot. So Rogue managed to take off safely on his JF-17. Meanwhile, same goes with this South Korean, just take off from Senaki Koki. Yeah, I'm not sure what's the decision here by the marshal, whether they are going to let him reslot, but there's no response from them yet. Okay, looks like the preparation time is over and one ticket is lost for the sharpshooters. Very unfortunate. So only Scope is up for his last ticket by now. So this first engagement must be decisive on the sharpshooter side now. They have to be careful. They have less one ticket compared to SUNJA Squadron. Regardless, Rogue, Ox, and Rabu is heading towards the airspace control zone to get it contested. There's a quite of setback for the sharpshooters here, where Scope has to respawn and had their missiles loaded back onto its pylons, which will take quite some time, leaving Scope alone to fend against the SUNJA Squadron fighters, which is Ox and Rabo. 2 against 1. Let's see how the JF-17 fares against the twin F-16 here. Okay, looks like Rabu has entered the zone, followed by Rogue soon, flying the JF-17. Alright, we have 45 minutes left on the clock for combat time. And now the airspace control zone is contested. So let's see what's the play here for both teams. Rabu is flying high and Angels 35. He's maintaining altitude, climbing albeit slowly. No, he is maintaining altitude now. Meanwhile, Rogue is still at Angels 29, closing up to 30,000 feet. It looks like Rabu and Ox is still heading straight towards the center. Ox has its burner turned off now, maintaining altitude at Angels 23. Rogue is still at Angels 30, so there's no heading deviation yet. We are looking at 49 miles and closing between Rogue and Rabu here. We're gonna see a matchup against SD10 against MRAM here soon. But Rogue is gonna launch from much lower altitude, around 5,000 feet in difference. All right, first launch of the day. JF-17 Rogue is launching SD-10. No counter launch yet from Albu. He is heading straight towards Rogue, still maintaining heading. Rogue is already deviating a little bit, so he should be able to sense a launch already. Yep, counter launch from Ralbu, but SD-10 still approaching in fast towards Ralbu. He is not defending yet. Rogue, meanwhile, already on full defensive. Same goes with Ralbu. He is dropping altitude fast. He has realized, and SD-10 is coming towards him. Both aircraft is on full cold now. They are ice cold. So looks like both missiles looks like a non-factor for now. So both aircraft extended their cold heading quite a distance. And they lose quite a number of altitude as well, from Angels 30 to around 15 and 10 respectively. So both Rogue and Ralbu, no, just Rogue is coming back. Meanwhile, Ox is switching with Ralbu. He is heading hot now at Angels 25. Looks like Rabu is back on engagement. He is engaging now, turning hot towards Rogue. Okay, looks like Scope has finally taken off from Bestland, so he has to come back to Rogue, reconvene with Rogue in order to have a fair fight against two F-16s. Okay, looks like it's going to be head-on towards between Rogue and Ox. SD-10 launch from Rogue, from Angels 18, quite a low altitude. Ox sensing a launch, but no counter launch from him. He is on full defensive now. Rogue is still trying to maintain a lock on Ox now. Ralbu is continuing hot. The SD-10 launching from low altitude to Ox is losing a lot of energy now. Should be a non-factor. So looks like Scope and Rogue is trying to reconvene before engagement with Ralbu now. Ralbu is still high and Angels 26. He is prepping a launch now. He is climbing, but Rogue is still cold, so his missiles shouldn't be in range for now. Scope is, however, is in hot aspect towards Rabu now, but he is still low at Angels 8, below 10,000 feet. let's see what's the separation here. 30 miles from Ralbu to Scope and closing in fast. So looks like SUNJA Squadron is pushing in Rogue and Scope to their to the corner, to their corner. Scope is climbing in, trying to match up the altitude with Ralbu, but Ralbu is already at Angels 36, really high. $20 miles and closing in fast. Launch from Ralbu towards Scope. Okay, this is quite a dangerous missile for Scope. No counter launch yet, and he is not yet defending. Dim 120 is coming in fast, real fast. Counter launch from Scope. 2 launch. 2 missiles, but he is not defending yet. And he is on last ticket. Splash. Splash. Scope is out of the game. Another 120 towards Rogue. Rogue is not yet defending. Counter launch. Is it going to be a hit? Oof! Splash again. Splash 2 by Ralbu Lone. Wow. The South Koreans are not giving them a chance, any edge at all to the sharpshooters. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here, but Rogue is in his F-16. I'm not sure what's the status on his ticket, but Rogue should be able to spawn normally. So they have 10 minutes on the clock now. So by 13:47, the time is up for sharpshooters. So they have to get back on the air as soon as possible. So meanwhile, Ralbu still has 3 missiles on his aircraft. 2 MRAMs, 3 MRAMs. No, 2 MRAMs and 1 Sidewinder. Did he launch any Sidewinder just now? Oh no, okay. He only has one Sidewinder. I forgot. So Ralbu is still extending his way towards the red zone. Perhaps trying to deny any entry from the sharpshooters. Meanwhile, Ox is lagging behind. Quite a separation, around 33 miles apart. Oop, he is dropping his back. Looks like the external tanks is empty now. He is maintaining his altitude at 28,000 feet now. Still a good altitude to get a good range on his MRAM. So there's no comment yet on Marshall in regards to Scope slotting in on the F-16. So I am still unsure about what's the status on his ticket. He's He still has one ticket left. He has run out. But we shall see. Looks like there's nothing yet. So I believe Scope is in the game. Yep, looks like that's the case. Okay, Rogue is finally taxiing his way to the baseline runway of 28. Scope hasn't loaded any missiles yet. Okay, Scope is alone on runway 28 baseline. I'm not sure what's going on with Scope. I believe he has spawned first compared to Rogue, but I guess the alignment time is longer compared to JF-17. I'm not sure. Okay, Rogue has its sire rolling. He's taking off. A safe takeoff by Rogue. All right, looks like they still have 5 minutes left on the clock, so Rogue should have enough time now. Ralbu and Ox, meanwhile, they are still flying up north from the bullseye, just above Nalchik. So northwest from the baseline, quite far. So he is not looking to deny the entry from the sharpshooters. I guess they don't have enough action yet for today's match, so they are on to another round with the sharpshooters from Pakistan. Ox is, however, is hot. It's in hot aspect towards Rogue, and Angel's 26 or 26,000 feet. Okay, Scope is finally taxiing his way along with his digital liveries on his F-16. So I hope he has a safe takeoff this time. And should reconvene with Rogue as soon as possible. Ralbu and Ox still chilling. They are no longer in hot aspect. Scope is on runway 28. Oh, right, a safe takeoff from Scope. Okay, looks like Rogue had the airspace contested now. In no time, he is just short 3 minutes before Ralbu and Ox from the South Korean managed to take control completely of the airspace control zone. So it looks like we are gonna see an engagement between Rogue and Ox now. They are inching in closer and closer now, 31 miles apart. Angels 28 from Rogue and Ox climbing into Angels 30 now from 29. They are both prepping for launch. And speaking of the devil, it's SUNJA from Rogue. No counter launch yet from Ox. He hasn't spent any missiles yet. He is already on full defensive. Rabu, meanwhile, on the back. Angels 43. Okay, this is going to be quite a pickle for Rogue. Let's see if he's trying to full on defensive against Rabu now. Hoping for Scope to get in time to deter Rabu away. We shall see. Scope is still at Angels 21, still not entering the airspace control zone. Okay, Rabu is still fully aggressive here. He wasted no time heading towards Scope now. Angels 43. Rabu missiles should have further reach compared to Scope because of the altitude difference. But Rogue is back on hot towards Ox. Okay, 120 from Rabu towards Rogue. Counter launch from Rogue. SD10 towards Rabu. Okay, Rogue has to be on the defensive now. Rabu doing the speed S. Uh-oh. Oh, splash. Another splash by Rabu. He has taken out 3 of the sharpshooters aircraft just today. Scope is trying to redeem. He was too late to cover his wingman. Launch an M120 towards Ox, but it is way too late. Another 120 coming towards Scope. He is not defending yet. He is still at Angels 34. M120 is still coming in fast. Still tracking. He is defending. Okay, looks like he managed to defeat that missiles. Okay, another M120 coming in from behind. Okay, looks like Rabu has just a sidewinder left remaining on his pylon. Rabu is on a roll for today. He has taken out 3 aircraft. Just him alone. Meanwhile, I don't think... no. Okay, apparently Ox managed to launch just 1 missile. Okay, 120 from Scope. This is for Rabu, I believe. But he is launching from low altitude, just 5,000 feet. So the 120 is going to have a difficult time reaching Rabu. But Ox is full on offensive now. Once Scope is on hot aspect, Ox is going to launch a missile towards him. Alright. Okay, no missiles launched yet. 11 miles. 10 miles. No launch yet. 120. This is for Albu, apparently. 120 from Ox to Scope. There's no counter launch yet towards Ox. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There's no chuff from... Oh, splash. Another splash. Oh, what a clean sweep by SUNJA Squadron. They managed to wipe the sharpshooters off the map and taken the airspace control zone. Without losing a single aircraft. Looks like this SUNJA Squadron managed to take the second win as long they managed to land their F-16 safely on Senaki Koki. GG, good game for both from both teams. So looks like a win is in the bag for the South Korean. They just have to land on Senaki Koki safely and they are set. They only have one match remaining on next week, group stage battle. Here they are climbing high above 20,000 feet, trying to conserve fuel as much as possible. So I believe they are running on fumes now. But there's not much aggressive flying by the South Koreans, so it shouldn't be a problem for them to go back RTB to Senaki Koki now. They have around 70 miles of travel distance. Looks like he is flying inverted now. Rabu, the man of the match. He is flying in inverted, dispatching the flash, the victory flash. Ralbu alone managed to take out 3 aircraft from sharpshooters. So yeah, he is allowed to do that. He earned the right to brag. So they still have 55 nautical miles to travel towards Senaki Koki. They are still maintaining angles 26 and 29 respectively. So there shouldn't be any problem reaching back safely home. So just to recap, this is still in the group stage battle. So for each group, there shall be just two teams will earn their tickets towards the elimination round after this, after the fourth week, which is next week. Fourth weeks will be the last week of the group stage battle, whereby all the teams will have their third match before proceeding to the elimination round or got eliminated in the group stage. So for the whole event, so we will have until 10 September. So okay, on elimination round, we will actually we will start the elimination round next week on Sunday. So we will have a winner from we should have the winner from Group D against the runner-up from Group A, and then we have the winner from Group A against the runner-up from Group D. So only that for next week, and then after this one is should be after the conclusion of the group stage battle, and then we are continuing on the week 5 on the quarterfinal, and then semi-final, and then yep, still week 5. We will still we're gonna have the final on Sunday. So next 2 weeks we will have that. We have third and fourth and grand final. Yeah, it's going to be immediately to the quarterfinal. There's no elimination round. Just straight ahead to quarterfinal, and then semi-final, and then the grand finale. So looks like Rabu is back on the blue zone. He already dropped his altitude down to just 9,000 feet. He is flying above Kutaisi now. So he is making a pass above Kutaisi. I hope he is not trying to land there, but just trying to lose altitude, approaching Senaki. It's trying to lose speed now. I'm not sure what's the intention here. Looks like it's on the final approach on Kutaisi instead. Dropping gear. Okay. I'm not sure he if he's allowed to land on Kutaisi instead of Senaki Koki. Let me check the rulebook. It is going to be awkward if he's not allowed to land there, but oh, what's going on with Rarbu? Okay, Ox is also on the final approach now. Huh. Huh. That's a twist and a half. And he is off the map, apparently. So I guess it is not considered a safe landing by Rabu here. And Ox touchdown. Looks like a safe landing for Ox. Cannot say the same for Rabu here. But they landed on Kutaisi instead. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But I'm guessing that the are running really low on fuel. Playing it safe, he landed on Kutaisi instead of Sanaki Koki. But I don't know. I mean, losing the speed should enough to reach Sanaki, but there's no comment yet by Marshall, so I guess it should be okay. So Ox is taxiing his way to the taxiway, and that's it. There you have it, folks. So looks like a win for the South Korean SUNJA Squadron. Congratulations is in hand. So looks like there's 2 wins in his belt by now, in their belt. So again, congratulations for SUNJA Squadron, and as well as to the Phoenix Task Force 18 sharpshooters for giving us quite a challenge to the SUNJA Squadron before being defeated. So that's the end of it. So we are going to move on to the next match after this break. Thank you. So far. Okay, we are back on to the second day of week 3 ARCCO 2023. So before we move on to our next match, we want to express our gratitude again to our sponsors once again. A big shout out to Eagle Dynamics, TagView, and Fox 3 Managed Solution for their continuous support in making ARCCO a reality. On to our second match of the day. We have the guys facing off the Malaysian Crips. The guys are aiming to bounce back from their loss against Muvais last week, and they will be up against Malaysian Crips, who have been displaying impressive performance with a win against the NZ Raiders and a draw with Muvais. So this is a match that you guys won't want to miss. So okay, just to recap to you guys, this is going to be the third match for both team. So since Malaysian Creeps and the guys is contending for a place on the second contending for second place in the group. So this is going to be a match to decide which team is going to proceed to the second stage, to the quarterfinal with Muvais. Muvais looks like pretty much has the deciding points enough to proceed themselves, but guys and Malaysian Crips, they are on very thin layer of ice between them. So in this match, it's going to be decided which teams will be proceeding to the quarterfinal. So I think for the guys, they are currently at the third place. Malaysian Crips is on the second place. So I'm guessing that the guys must take a win here against Malaysian Crips. So we shall see. So both team not loaded yet into the map, and the server is still on pause. So okay, going back here, we have good guy and bad guy from the guys. And another one, we have JJ and Adiru with Zeke. So I'm guessing Adiru is going to fly either F14 or F15 here, since they have two players there, or two pilots. And let's wait for them to load into this server. I actually don't see Malaysian Creeps side yet. So both teams are quite formidable by themselves. They managed to prove again and again from the last two matches, even though guys was lost against Muvais last week, but they are not leaving them quite an easy win. So same goes with Malaysian Creeps. They managed to win against these NZ Raiders just last week, and a draw with Muvais. So mathematically, Malaysian Creeps has the edge here against the guys, but it's still in the cloud, so we cannot say exactly who is going to be on top in the match here. So regardless, we haven't seen the pilots in the server yet. They are not loaded into their respective aircraft. We shall wait. again, this is already the second half of the group stage battle, so we're gonna see who is going to be eliminated, and who is going to be competing in the quarterfinal. So this is one of the match. Either guys or Malaysian creeps going to have the runner-up place in their belt. Okay, looks like they are still having a briefing here in the prep room with the marshal. So it's going to be quite a while before the pilots loaded into into their aircraft. So again, just to go back on the week 3. Okay, so we actually have an earlier matchup. I think around 5 hours ago, which we are unable to stream it due to the timing, where we have the Cham Cham Squadron against Phoenix Task Force 29 Aggressors. I haven't checked out who won yet, but let me find out quick. Stand by. Oh, okay. Apparently, there's a dispute between Cham Cham Squadron and Phoenix Task Force. There's an investigation underway. So there's no results on the match yet. But once we have, then we can announce it here, whether today or tomorrow. It's going to be up for the judges to decide. Still okay, so we have another match last week. Last night we have the being more, maybe 1700 hours on the international time. We have 82nd Azerbaijan Squadron against the number 15. Connection. Stand by. Okay. Okay. We actually have another match last night with 82nd Azerbaijan Squadron against the number 15 Battle Axis, which is again we are unable to stream due to timing difference. Where the number 15 won against the 82nd Azerbaijans, so they secured their second win in the group stage battle. So they shall have the third match. Should be next week. Yep, should be next week. Okay, looks like the prep time is up. We have 10 minutes on the clock. Both, no. Yep, both team has loaded into the map. Let's go. Okay, MK, I think we can transition now. All right. Okay, not sure what's going on. JJ is okay. JJ is respawning on Mosdok along with Adiru. So looks like Adiru is flying the F-15 Eagle along with his Weasel Zeke. I'm not sure Zeke is here or not, but let's see. Okay, no, Zeke is not present here. Just Adiru alone, and JJ is flying the F-16. So he is going to have the AI Weasel for today, unless Zeke is going to be present here. Okay, looking at JJ, JJ is flying the F-16 Fighting Falcon as usual, like the previous two matches. So we still have less than 9 minutes on the clock. JJ is still in the midst of cold starting his aircraft. Okay, on to the opponent side, the blue side, the guys. So both good guy and bad guy are flying the F-16 Falcon. So we have 3 F-16s and 1 F-15. So the bad guy already loaded in their missile. So full on MRAMs, 6 MRAMs. So I'm guessing the same goes with good guy here. Oh, look at the livery. Shiny gold. What a bold choice of color here for their liveries. Okay, nothing on good guy yet. He is loading his liveries and missiles soon. We still have less than 7 minutes on the clock. Okay, gold colored chrome. Chrome painted gold for both good guy and bad guy. So, yeah, like I said, same goes with good guy. He's fully loaded with MRAMs along with 3 external tanks. So let's go back onto the Malaysian creeps. Okay, there's no missiles yet on JJ. I believe he is still trying to get his aircraft aligned. So in previous matches, he is he is loading all his missiles aside from the external tank. So he is going to have the external tank loaded in just before entering the runway. Yep, looks like that's the case. So he is loaded with 6 MRAMs here, 3 pairs. So we're gonna see full on long range engagement or BVR, beyond visual range. So it's all Fox 3, no Fox 2 yet. We haven't seen any Fox 2 yet. So JJ already taxiing his way to the runway, and then just stop short before entering and have his external tank loaded in. All right, looks like Adiru is also taxiing his way up. No other missiles aside from MRAM here. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 pairs. 4 pairs of MRAM. So we have 8. So we have 6, 6, 6, 18 plus 8 should be 26 MRAMs on the map. 26 MRAMs. So, and then if we counted in the second ticket for each aircraft, 26, 26, 52 MRAMs total in the match. Yes, bling bling indeed for the guys. Okay, we have less than 3 minutes and a half on the clock for prep time. JJ Nadiro is taxiing his way to the runway of Mosdok, runway 26. So they are starting up much further from the bullseye on the north side. Meanwhile, good guy and bad guy is already stopping short from entering the runway, showcasing their shiny gold livery here. So it's all MRAMs now. 26 MRAMs on first half. Yeah, we shall see if we're gonna make it to the second half of another 26 MRAMs. So it's all BVR here. So we have around 2 minutes left on the clock before the pilots are able to enter the runway. So for the guys, they are starting up from Senaki Koki runway 09. So this is going to be a decisive match for both the guys and Malaysian creeps. Winning or draw is going to be a decisive factor whether they're gonna be able to proceed to the quarter final or got eliminated before that in the group stage. So we shall see. That now is now open. Aduh, X-Men. Okay, we have less than 1 minute on the clock. Just for reminder, pilots are not allowed to enter the runway, otherwise they're gonna get a penalty of 10-minute delay before taking off. So this is already on the third week. All the pilots should know the drill. So there's no violation yet on this part of the rule so far in this week 2 and week 3. We only seeing that on the first week of the match or the opening week, the first week of the event. Sorry. So, okay, the time is up. Pilots are allowed to enter the runway and take off. Okay, Adiro is taxiing his way up to the runway 26. JJ is loading in the external tank to maximize his fuel capacity as much as possible. Tires are rolling. All right, safe takeoff from Adiru. JJ is following short behind. Okay, looks like both good guys and bad guys launching. Yep, from Sanaki Koki. They have taken off. They are trying to maintain the separation as minimal as possible. Meanwhile, JJ is still lining up on runway 6, not taking off yet. No tires are rolling, and there you go. Right, safe takeoff by JJ. So they are heading to the north side, not heading straight to the bullseye here. Meanwhile, good guy and bad guy is heading towards the south side. They are, however, climbing in aggressively while maintaining close formation. Okay, looks like Adiru and JJ is going off in separate ways. JJ is heading slightly closer to the bullseye. Meanwhile, Adiru is heading towards the north side, way up north, maintaining at Angels 34 now. And yeah, he's climbing slowly. Okay, good guy and bad guy is still climbing. They are at Angels 26 now and 27 respectively. Just flying above Kutai Sea any moment now. Neither side has not entered yet the airspace control zone for now, but soon that will change. Adiru is coming in closer. He's already at Angels 38 now. Looks like it's going to be a while before we're gonna see some action here. They are both starting up from quite. Yeah, I mean they are starting up from opposite side of the map, and then they heading for the guys. They are heading to the south side on the very edge. Meanwhile, Malaysian creeps goes to the opposite side up on the north. Adiro has already entered the zone and taken control of it. The guys still maintaining close formation, maintaining altitude of 29,000 feet. Okay, both JJ and Adiro has entered the zone. Good guy and bad guy, same goes with them. So the zone is now contested. But Adiro and JJ is still far on the north. Good guy and bad guy still far on the south. So we are not seeing any hint yet from either side to show some aggressiveness. I guess they are both playing it safe since their placement on the second place it's at stake. They are flying in parallel now. One are flying to the west, another is flying to the east from the south side, another one from the north side. Guys, it's going to take a while before we're gonna see some missiles flying in the sky or to the moon. What's the separation again? So from JJ and the good guy, at least it's 77 nautical miles. Still very far. But looking at both team in contrast, so Adiro and JJ from Malaysian Creeps are flying much higher. Angels 45 and 39 respectively. Meanwhile, for the guys, they both still flying in close formation at 29,000 feet. JJ is inching in closer to the bullseye. Meanwhile, good guy and bad guy is not giving any inch to the bullseye yet. They are still maintaining the heading to the direct to the east. All right, JJ is now looking hot. Adiru still maintaining his heading. Good guy, bad guy still maintaining their close formation at 29,000 feet to the east. No showing of any hint or interest for engagement. Looks like JJ is really is aggressive here. He is flying hot, 10,000 feet above good guy and bad guy here. So JJ should have much further reach. If JJ and Adiru, or I mean, if good guy and bad guy is still maintaining their heading, once there's an engagement from JJ, and then there shouldn't be much area, much space for the bad guy and good guy to maneuver or get onto defensive, or rather on retreat. So we shall see. The distance to the edge is around just shy of 16 nautical miles. Not that far. KJJ is still he is set on to trying to intercept bad guy here, following behind quite far, maybe around 30 miles. Adiru is 30 miles behind JJ now, quite far. Okay, looks like bad guy is breaking off from good guy. He is trying to engage JJ now. So what's the distance here again? What's the separation? So just 29 miles. So we're gonna see some launch soon. Bad guy first launch from bad guy. He is launching from Angels 35. Counter launch from JJ from 42,000 feet. They are trading missiles, but the missile from JJ should have further reach compared to bad guy, and we are seeing that even though bad guy launch first, but M120 towards the bad guy is much closer and faster, coming in real fast now. JJ is already on full defensive. 120 towards bad guy is coming in fast still. Looks like bad guy and the M120 is flying in formation, and it's no longer a factor for the missiles. It's losing a lot of energy trying to catch up with bad guy here. Good guy is full. It's on the hot aspect, but a launch from Adiru trying to deter good guy now. I believe he launched from Angels just above 40,000 feet, so it will be a difficult missile to evade for the good guy. At least from the distance, this good guy is not yet defending. Good guy is still maintaining high. 30,000 feet. Oh, the missiles is just dead. It's just losing track of good guy in the last second. Okay, good guy is still chasing JJ. JJ is trying to re-engage now. A launch from good guy. This is quite a very just 10 miles. Just 10 miles. Counter launch from JJ. No time for both of them to get on defensive right now. JJ is just did a full split ass, trying to defend himself from the 120 from good guy. But 120 towards the good guy is still on. No, okay. Looks like he managed to get the missile maneuver itself to the terrain. Bad guys closing in behind. He is trying to intercept Adiru here. Meanwhile, Adiru is still focusing on good guys. He is giving a chase. Okay, looks like JJ is trying to engage bad guy here. He is heading hot towards him. Bad guy. Oh, launch from bad guy. Another 120 in the air. Same goes with JJ. Counter launch from him. Okay, looks like the bad guy is locking onto Adiru. Adiru is not yet defending. He is in fact hot towards the missile. Okay, this is going to be tough for Adiru to evade. The missile still tracking. Oh, very close. Very close. Very close. Dude, that's very close. That's very dangerous. Adiru managed to shake off the 120 in the last second. Good guy is just flying behind him. But he is engaging JJ now. 120 from good guy. Counter launch from JJ. They're gonna trade missiles towards each other. JJ is full on split ass here. The missile is inching in closer to good guy. Same goes with JJ. Oh, 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 damn, the splash from JJ. Good guy is down. Cool. Okay, bad guy is hot now. He is flying towards Adiru. Adiru is low. And Angels 12. He is not yet hugging the train. He is on defensive. He is trying to turn back. Okay, bad guy is climbing aggressively. He is prepping his energy to launch a missile. He is changing course towards JJ now. Adiru is turning towards bad guy. Same goes with JJ. JJ is very low on altitude compared to bad guy. He is at Angels 15. Bad guy is twice higher. It's going to be dangerous for JJ. But JJ, regardless, he's launching 120 towards bad guy. No counter launch from bad guy. Counter launch. Okay, but this 120 is very, very, very dangerous for bad guy. And splash. Okay, 120 to JJ and splash. Oh, two splashes just 1 second apart. Oh, but in the end of the day, not really in the end of the day, in the end of the first half of the match, Malaysian Crips takes control. Oh, what a battle! Okay, looks like Adiru is still in the air. He is flying high and Angels 37. He still has. He only spent one MRAM only. Just one MRAM. If I recall correctly, JJ did take out both bad guy and good guy here off the map. But in the end, JJ and bad guy has traded MRAM between themselves and taken out of the picture. Adiru still can be considered fully loaded. He only spent just one missile. He still have 7. 3 on the pylons and 4 on the fuselage. he he's still going to pose a dangerous threat to the guys here. So looks like he is heading towards the blue zone here. Perhaps he is trying to deny entry for the guys to get the airspace control zone contested. Okay, looks like they already for the good guy is already taxiing his way to the runway, flying the gold-colored F-16. Okay, looks like good guy wastes no time. He launches immediately. Alright, looks like the same loadout, full on MRAMs for the good guy. Okay, Hadiru is slight, of course, a little bit to the north from Sanaki Koki. Good guy is heading straight to the south side. Maybe he is trying to get himself away from entrance denial from by Adiru. So he is edging himself to the towards the border of the map and get himself into the zone by at the very south of the map. Adiru has finally noticed a good guy on his radar now. Looks like he is heading towards straight towards good guy. Perhaps I was right. He is trying to deny good guy from any entry to the zone, preventing the zone to be contested. Okay, good guy has taken off from Sanaki Koki. This is quite dangerous for Adiru because he is against 2 F-16 now, but he has the advantage of altitude. He's still flying at Angels 38. Okay, same goes with JJ. JJ is on the runway now. He's just entered runway 28 of Beslan. Oh, okay, looks like he is taking off from the abyss, much closer to the bullseye. Okay, 120 from Adiru. He's trying to deny entry to the good guy. The bad guy is flying close behind, close in parallel. Counter launch from good guy. Okay, we shall see Adiru is going to launch to the bad guy or not. He still has a lot of missiles. But the 120 is coming in fast towards Adiru. Same goes with good guy, but Adiru is not defending. Launch from bad guy. Okay, Adiru is not launching any missiles to bad guy. He is on defensive now. Oh, missile close to good guy now. Very close and just shied off. Okay, 120 towards Adiru. Adiru is dropping altitude real fast now. Okay, looks like there's no denial of entry for the guys. Adiru Adiru attempt to deny bad guy and good guy looks like it's failed, but he is still in the play. He's on defensive. And JJ is still far off at the back, not yet entered the zone. Bad guy and good guy is giving Adiru a chase relentlessly. Quite close now, just 7 miles. Okay, good guy is climbing up aggressively. He is at Angels 20 now. Okay, bad guy is very close to Adiru. 7 miles. He if he's trying to turn hot, MRAM will be immediately launched from bad guy. Okay, Adiru is retreating while gaining some altitude. Perhaps he is trying to reconvene with JJ and re-engage, trying to deter bad guy away, allowing a window for Adiru to turn around and at least engage good guy. But good guy is also quite close, just 20 miles. Looks
Yeah,
like
but if you look at it, the bad guy cannot catch Adiru. Adiru is
just about to mention
faster
that
than both
actually.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah, just about to mention that because I was surprised that good guy is already 19 miles away from Adiru because I thought it was much closer than that. And now from 7 miles, now it's already twice the distance between Adiru now. So we are witnessing the powerful engine of the F-15 Strike Eagle. Oh, a launch from bad guy. I'm not sure what's the play here. But I guess he is still trying to deter Adiru from going hot against him. Since Adiru is already cold, I don't think the missiles is going to be a factor here. Yep, bad guy and good guy, they are already at Angels 37 now. Very high. Just 10,000 feet above Adiru now. Okay, Adiru is trying to catch up with GG here. He's trying to reconvene. From what I can see, JJ is going to launch a missiles just to deter bad guy, or maybe, perhaps, if he's lucky, manage to take one of it out and allow Adiru to get himself into hot aspect towards one of the guys. But the guys are still giving him a chase. Oh, okay. Looks like Adiru is already on the notch position now. Regardless, good guy is still on the aspect of intercept to Adiru. The missile is still giving Adiru's chase, but should be a non-factor now. Aside from the radar warning receiver inside Adiru's cockpit here. Okay, a launch from JJ towards bad guy and counter launch from bad guy himself. From Angels 40 versus Angels 34. So bad guy is much higher here. So by right, he should have further range compared to GJ. But both of them are on defensive here. Adiru is still is trying to re-engage. KJJ is defensive. He's dropping altitude rapidly, but the missile is still on his 6 o'clock. No. Oh, splash! Splash on JJ. No, a trade. Bad guy and JJ is out of the game. Okay, it's up to Adiru and good guy now. Good guy launch towards Adiru. No counter launch yet from Adiru. This is quite a close distant launch and very, very dangerous to Adiru. Okay, Adiru is doing the split S. Trying to defend himself against the missiles aggressively, but splash. Looks like the good guy managed to turn the tide. But Adiru still has one more ticket on his belt. So this match can turn into anyone's game. So we shall see. Adiru will have 10 minutes on the clock. So he should have around up to 13. No, not 13. No, 17. 17. No, 1807. 1807. Before good guy took full control of the zone. So 10 minutes. He chose to spawn on Mosdok, which is quite further away to the zone. So, but we shall see. Adiru is loading in all his missiles. 8 MRAMs for a fact. A good guy still patrolling just south of the express control zone. He cannot know where Adiru is going to spawn in from, whether from Bestland or Mosdok. But once he take off and got himself into the scope of airwax from the blue side here, then he is going to know that Adiru is going to come from the north side, which is Mosdok. So I believe Adiru is still doing his alignment here. So it's going to take a while. He should have around 7 minutes left on the clock. I reckon it's going to take at least 5 minutes to reach the zone. So he has 2 minutes left to get himself ready on the runway. So not much time there. All right. We have 15 minutes left on the clock. Not much time left. All right. Looks like Adiru finally taxiing his way to the runway of Mosdok. Is he going to launch from runway 08? Or is he going to backtrack all the way to runway 26 and launch straight towards to the direction of west? Okay, regardless, he still have around 5 minutes left on the clock. He needs to be quick. Right, flaps already down and tires are rolling. Okay, looks like Adiru wastes no time. He's turning his aircraft towards the airspace control zone now. But he has less than 5 minutes now on the clock. He needs to get back to the zone as soon as possible. Alright, he's finally turning himself into the right direction now. He has less than he still has less than 4 minutes, perhaps. He is climbing aggressively, full on throttle. 18,000 feet. 19,000 feet. It's now 20,000 feet and coming up to 21,000 feet. Okay, he still has around 14 nautical miles to reach the zone. He should have enough time now. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem. Ugai, meanwhile, still at Angels 34 now. He is patrolling on the south side of the bullseye. Okay, he has around less than 2 minutes now. but he should be able to reach the zone shortly. Good guy is still chilling, but he already lost his bag, so perhaps he need to conserve some fuel here. All right, looks like Adiro has crossed the line. He entered the zone and had the map contested once again. Let's go. He is just short just 1 minute plus here before the guys has the complete control. So good guy should aware now. He should aware by now that Adiru has entered the zone. Just north of him, Adiru is already at Angels 40 now, still climbing. Again, for Adiru, last match he lost his wing during defensive maneuver, so he has to be careful again this time around. So he is against F-16. So avoiding or defeating missiles from such altitude of 44,000 feet and speed more than Mach 1 is going to be challenging for Adiru. Oh, good guy is climbing aggressively. Aggressively, he's prepping a launch. He's climbing 50,000 feet now. Adiru is still maintaining at Angels 43, 42. Okay, a launch from good guy. 33 miles launch. Counter launch from Adiru. Okay, looks like both missiles are high on energy now. Okay, both aircraft are losing altitude. Are dropping their altitude real fast now. Trying to drag the missiles down to lower altitude, shedding its energy. Oh, 120 is coming in close, real close to Asadiru now. Looks like it's still tracking. Oh, what happened? Ah, looks like Adiru managed to rip his wing off once again. Yep, the 120 doesn't even reach him yet. Huh. Good game, well played by Adiru. And yep. So it looks like the guys managed to get control of the zone. He managed to turn the tide, even though on the first half, Malaysian Crips was on top. So for now, good guy has to RTB safely and secure the win. But I believe he is perhaps he is quite low on fuel, but we'll see. Okay, looks like the Malaysian Crips is out of the picture now. So good guy just has to RTB safely, and the win is in the bag for the guys. So I am not sure what happened with Adiru since he I, it looks like he's just flying straight. So I'm not sure what's the reason for the wing to be ripped off. So yeah, I'm not that familiar with F-15, but that happens. Yeah, I mean the missiles looks like it won't reach him, but I guess it's a maneuver kill by the good guy. Yep, kudos to him. He managed to get himself safe from the missiles for at least for the good guy from Adiru. Okay, he launched his last missile. No, he still has two missiles on the wingtip. So good guy is heading back to the Senaki Koki, just 33 miles away. So I guess it's going to be a win for the good guy, but so it's going to depends on the points and placement of other teams in the group, where the good guy managed to get themselves onto the quarter final and or not. But we shall see. Malaysian creeps, however, due to the loss of the aircraft, their placement on the second place is uncertain. It's going to depends on the overall scores and points. So the loss of aircraft is also plays a factor here. So it's going to be up to the judges. But if I have to guess, it's going to be a good guy and Mumbai is moving on to quarterfinal. Again, we shall see. I cannot say for sure here. We shall see. And again, congratulations for the Thailand guys, good guys and bad guy here for the such an excellent combat performance. Same goes with the Malaysian creeps. They pose a serious threat to the guys here. It could be anyone's games, but Adiru managed to tore his wing off again. But this time, along with the fuselage, not just wing. Goes down with the pilot in the mountains of the. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Ambrolauri. Surely I butchered the name, but it is what it is. The 1 hour time is already up as well. It's notified to all the pilots. Combat time is up. Return to base. He is approaching Senaki Koki. Still trying losing altitude at Endos 10 now. He's still fast, so I'm guessing that he is going to turn around and approach. Yeah, going to have a different approach to Senaki Koki, unless. Yeah, it looks like he is still attempting to have his final approach now, shedding its speed as much as possible. The ground crew will have a field day on this one. So, good guy is still on final approach. He should have. He's still quite fast actually, but he is losing it. Yep. Oh, looks like he's going around. No. Yep. Looks like it. Okay, looks like he's still trying to approach runway 27. So as soon as we finish this match, so we shall have another match, a closing match for the third week. So we will have Movice versus NZA Raiders. Okay, good guy is finally on the final approach. He is shedding his speed once again. Okay, gear, landing gear is dropped. Oh, looks like he's quite low. Or not. It's hard to see from the this perspective here. And looks like he is fine. Oh, quite rough. Quite a rough landing. Hopefully he doesn't rip his wing off. I'm not sure what's going on here, and he is tipping. Oh, looks like it's fine. Whew. Otherwise, it's going to be considered as an aircraft lost for good guy here.
Yeah, looks like he broke his right landing gear on landing.
Oh, yeah, I cannot see that actually, but it's quite weird that he was yeah, it looks like he lost his right landing gear, but we cannot see it clearly. Oh, he looks looks crooked. It's going to be tough for him to. Yep, since his nose gear is not reaching the ground, so he cannot maneuver. Okay, I'm not sure what this will be considered as. And yep, he is losing quite a bit on his elevator back there, on his right elevator. Looks like the marshal has instructed the pilots to stop and open up the canopy to end the match. He is still trying to reach the tarmac here. He is determined that I can see. Yep. He will still have the problem on maneuvering his aircraft because yep, the nose gear is not reaching the ground. But we'll see. All right, looks like he is in the clear and he is fine. Though I am not sure if this aircraft is considered intact or not. But regardless, he is able to open up this canopy and he didn't tip off his aircraft. I guess it is safe and it's a win for the guys. But as for the placement, it's going to be up for the judges to calculate. So looks like that's all, folks, for the match today. So we have witnessed the match between SUNJA Squadron from South Korea against the sharpshooters from Pakistan. So SUNJA Squadron take the win here, losing just one aircraft against the sharpshooter. And just now we have witnessed the guys versus Malaysian creeps. So we have the guys managed to come on top here, and but we have to see what is their placement going to be in the group stage, whether they manage to take themselves to the runner-up or otherwise. So, irregardless, we have wrapped up another exciting day of ARCCO on the week 3. So again, we want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our sponsors, Eagle Dynamics, TagView, and Fox3 Managed Solution. Your support is invaluable in bringing this incredible competition to life. So that's a wrap up for today's matches, folk. Join us tomorrow as we continue to witness the best virtual pilots in the Asia region battling it out for supremacy in the DCS world. Until then, fly high and stay tuned for more ARCCO action. Thank you and goodbye.